I'm in one of these tents where they display some of the featured tractors of the John Deeres this year, and just all kinds of different ones. Obviously they're not used other than just for parades or just to look at, or what else would you do with something like this? The practical reason would be doing garden stuff, but there's looks like a John Deere baler up in front of me. That one may be used, but these tractors are just, this one is just 1940, just 1 year older than me. Model L. And a 2-row corn planter that restored, and obviously I think this one may have been for maybe at one time horses might have pulled it, or one horse. I think when I was really young, may have had a corn planter like a 2-row. That would have been in the 40s. And of course they have the steel wheel tractors that are always fun to look at, but they look like they're bumpy to drive, as you may have seen in the parade. And I believe this is probably a cedar of some sort. And I didn't even get to go out in the area where the swap meet is, but there's many rows of things that people swap or try to sell. Here's a blue John Deere. It says 1917 experimental tractor. And they must not have liked that color, because the next ones, I think, are most of the John Deeres we remember are green. And there's always small groups of people, or a couple of people talking about their John Deere stuff. And an old baler. Looks like it has been used.
Sneak in the back door there?
Yeah, this is a wire baler. I mean, wire was used to hold the bales together, not twine.
Yeah.
You got them. He's packed in the Wilderland bag here.
Yeah.
Little neighborhoods all over the place.
Yeah, that's it.
Whoop. Want to be in my video? You got a pretty ribbon. But anyway, I sure like this. See, I remember one time I think we used to bale with a wire baler. Anyway, now I'm going to go over into the other building where they have some featured John Deeres, and of course these steel-wheeled ones are, I would say they would be really interesting to do things with. But it is
So, maybe one of these Waterloo boys.
one of these tractors here. This one is a yellow John Deere. Oh, I also want to show you these John Deere snowmobiles. Many different ones, many different models. I don't know who else has them that are similar. And it said that these were in the 70s. And certainly you could spend lots of time on each of these sections of different items. Here's an old John Deere manure spreader. Looks pretty clean. And I'm sure the chair there, or the stool, is for if it was being pulled by a horse or two. This is a hay, windrow loader. Looks like it's in pretty good condition because they don't use it, obviously, and probably haven't used it for many years. I think when I was probably about 5 years old, I remember doing that with my uncle on one of the farms. A real nice truck. Another steel wheel tractor. This guy.
I don't think you.
Oh, I don't know who that is. I don't know that person. But another view out here of the part of the displays. I drove around through there before, so this is just taking a look again at what is out here. And the weather I'm looking at, it looked like it may have, and it did rain a little bit. The rain was going south, so I did get a little wet, but this is a nice tractor. You can put 3 people on it. I don't know exactly what they would use it for. 1951. Type A HC, meaning probably high clearance. Maybe they use it for, and maybe those are just add-ons too. I don't know, but some of the things that one-row corn planter, one-row plow, or one furrow. It'd take a good man to pull this. for several men, or an ox or a horse. And lots of parts that people are selling for different John Deeres. GoPro stop recording. Okay, I was just here in this one display and I see this guy's display of different things, and I asked him if he would tell me about it, and he said yeah, he didn't care. So what do you think? He's got he hauls this around in his trailer. Are you married?
Believe it or not, yeah.
Your wife wouldn't let you have it in the house.
Oh, it's been actually last couple of weeks. It's been in her garage.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So what can you tell me about all this?
Well, I built it back in the mid 80s for my kids to play with. They stopped playing with it and I started. Then things started moving.
He's got a river.
You look like this guy will get a bite. And if you look, you'll find fish in there.
Oh yeah.
They're little bitty guppies.
Yeah.
The backhoe's digging in the stream, and that's why you got the DNR guy in the fence there. And you got people stuck on the front tractor will start getting traction, bounce like that, and the guy will put his arms up. The arms are going up. Then the bobcat in the pig shed, when he goes by the guy with a shovel, the guy will shovel into the bucket. Wow. And underneath, actually, you know, the augers, all the augers for the things are moving. That's the green thing. Yeah.
You got these tractors moving.
You know, motor hoist that goes up and down. The corn's coming out of the corn bin like a. It usually never comes out straight anyway. Yeah. And the different loaders go up and down like when they're unloading a tire from the truck. The grain mixer mixes grain. The auger on the combine goes back and forth. Tractor goes back and forth.
Who's in there driving those things?
I like how you even got haylage on top of that.
Yep. And then cars backing in and out. You got hay going in the hay mow. Cows going in the semi trailer.
Is that a $3,000 one right there?
What's that?
Those cows nowadays.
Oh, yeah. Well, my dad always said there's a big dog in there eating them. And the hood goes up and down. Checking it out. And the Mustang there. And like the side of the school bus that's customized. Point is where I'm from. This one goes up and down. There's always a little kid swinging on a gate somewhere. I tried to put little things in that people would catch here and there. Bobcat's going, loader. Unloading hay bales over here. This is more common than you think, but it's picking up a mass tire broke off the gravity wagon.
So this is your real job.
Well,
You're a schemer.
I got a good imagination.
But it's all things that happen.
Yep.
So
And this is probably one of the earliest things I did. That's why it's so crude. And these guys will take off, and actually when the wagon with the payload gets back over here in front of the chopper wagon, it'll shut off again, and then the Bobcat will start moving.
You should enter this in Dyersville.
Yep.
Toy show. Did you do that yet, or are you going to?
Did it in '92 and took best of show at the Nationals.
Okay.
So everything after that's been downhill, so I haven't really done much.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one like this. So.
Yeah. See, like when this Bobcat goes by, that guy will shovel into the bucket.
Yeah.
And this guy will get traction. He puts his arms up, tells him to stop bouncing.
oh, he's in the bog pit.
Yeah. It's just time, so when it stops, it's in the right spot.
So how often do you take these to different places?
I just pick it up, put it in the back of a trailer, and sits there until I get it out again.
So where's the next show?
Well, I can't remember when the last show was. I only go when somebody asks me.
Okay. Is there a
I've
fee?
been as far south as Missouri. I've been as far north as Toronto.
So do people pay you to come and display?
They used to, but more or less if it catches my fancy, or
Okay.
then the flag moves. There's a thing underneath that's actually doing that. It's not actual wind. And like I say, the reason we got a waterfall is because there's actually fish in there, and that water aerates the water.
Well, I really like this as a display, but I know it would be hard for me to do because I got big fat fingers, and I don't have an imagination like some people.
I don't know. To me, this is just everyday stuff.
Yeah. Well, anyway, GoPro, stop recording. Okay. Here it is, the end of the first day of the Steam and Gas Show, and as I walk out of the parking lot, I see a guy that we started talking, and here he was a couple years behind me in high school, and he said he joined the Army in 1960, and he dropped out of school. But anyway, I had an interesting conversation with him.